We were over this way. You were probably on a goose chase this time, right? We were running all around. I said, maybe you run into Thomas again. He said, no, that was pure accident, Bill. See, something dropped. Either Tommy threw something, or the tree just dropped a pine cone, or a bird dropped it. See, sometimes they come out of that direction, or they come out way down there. The other day, there was people walking their dogs, and Tommy said, that looks like the lifeguard. And Benji said, it is. And then we play hide and go seek. And then he said they were, make sure my phone's on, because they tried to call me before. So it tells me that he might have had time to talk to the lifeguard to say hi. Him and Banshee, while I'm trying to look for them. I don't know where they're at, but they can hide real good. I'm definitely going to be map this thing out. All the trees and everything. Where the sun's location is. I know you guys are nearby, you just didn't vanish. See, that's where our church would be, right there. And we have it every year, so I never can. They're hiding somewhere. They could be all clear across over where Liz's birthday party was at the boat section. You just never know with them. I know they're here somewhere. Where though? Well, wherever they're located, they must know I'm filming, so they don't want to go caw-caw like they normally do. They started to, but then they kind of did it lowly. Because usually Tommy does it so loud, the whole park can hear it. He'll reappear, sound like he's over by the graveyard, and then he'll sound like he's over by the tennis court in a matter of seconds. That's how fast he can run. And Banshee will follow him that amount of speed, including in the malls and in the stores. And Banshee said, I pretty much know when he's doing that, Bill. What, Banshee? When he starts walking fast, and I know to disappear too. Then they go around the corner, they're gone without a trace. And then I go looking for him. Oh, Bill, we've always been in the meat department. Where you been? Yeah, right, my name's Mud. Well, hello, Mud. There's one thing, it was red and white, I think it was. Red, reddish orange and white, or something like that. I thought maybe someone left a bug spray can or something, but as I got closer, it's one of those miniature miniature work cones that Mark Taylor uses for the teens. It's not over that way, but see, over this way. I know they're over here. They're hiding. They could be hiding in a tree. right under my nose. They could be over by the bushes. I remember they used to hide by the bush and I'd see them run around on their knees going across. Like William Cat, a Great Swing Hero, would go real fast and sound like a choo-choo train and stop about mid-flight on the very first episode. I thought that was a cool idea too. And the Great American Heroine, that was going to be good. The girl and her daughter was going to take over the show, but it never did pan out. And someone could take it up and go with it and make it work. There it is, right there. The cone. I know it's there. I just got to zoom in on it. It's like it's a marker for something. I noticed it this direction yesterday. I know you guys are here. You're hiding. But where? Well, that's one of the places I left sewing track. Either someone picked it up and got saved, or the wind blew it. I don't know. The ice cream truck? I didn't know it comes into City Park. I know it comes down our street, and it comes down more than 1 hour, or it's a different one each time. The Blue Bunny ice cream. There must be some houses over here for them to come down the street, or they just know where all the children and the adults are. They come and get the ice cream. The ice cream truck. I remember at Blenda and Dale's house, we'd get ice cream. My sister Cheryl would do the same idea, but the children around the neighborhood get them some ice cream sandwiches too. John Teal always got the popsicles that had jokes on them. Called humor on them. And at Children's Home, we used to get ice cream from Mr. and Mrs. Meadows, and somewhere right next to the barn, and get that, and also have kites and stuff. But I'd take the orange push-up, and I would spin it like a top in the TV room when we played with the popsicle sticks and army men and Indians, and play knock 'em, like try to knock each side down with the popsicle sticks. And then these are something you realize even at that age, 9 or 10 years old anyway, spin the top and it goes around and around. And off the push-up, the orange push-up thing. Yeah. I used to be shy, didn't feel like talking. And then I listened to the big boys in the pavilion. They played a song on the record player, portable record player. You open up the lid, turn it on, and one guy had a kitty cat. It's a battery operated, and it was a built-in radio. And anyway, they have an outhouse, so that way you don't have to go up the stairs to go into the big brick building to go to the restroom. Anyway, I don't think there was a door to it though, but anyway, everybody adjusted to it. Oh, there's that one track. It fell off. It's over there. Doug Carey one, but it was by goodnessbaptist.org. Air Force Baptist Missions. YouTube. Skip Tilton, Jeff Setzer. Facebook and YouTube. On comfort, Tom Farrell, Double Barrel Farrell. End time messages. God is right around the corner. God's right around the corner earlier than you think. And people are talking about being fingerprinted to buy groceries, and a commercial where a guy runs by and he's bought the whole grocery and he said, "Here, you forgot your receipt." Big brother, big business. Look it in Google and YouTube. I know they just can't stay hiding. I know they got to be somewhere else. They wouldn't stay hiding in this woods that long. They got to be taking a break somewhere. They can't just stay on their knees that long and hide. Even I wave at the mirrors inside the stores where you look in the mirror by the clothes and adjust your tie, and they say, "Bill, why are you doing illusions in front of the mirror?" Tommy and Dave was saying, I'm Michael Klein. Well, there's someone behind there. Don't be ridiculous. Then I watch 2020 and Nightline, and they talk all about it. John Stossel shows how it's all done. It's those two-way, one-way mirrors that policemen use, that the stores are using to make sure nothing gets stolen. There's a lady or a guy sits in a stool, and you think you're just looking at a mirror, but they're looking at you while you adjust your tie, comb your hair, me doing illusion sleight of hand. And they're putting cameras over by the shelves that you buy the groceries. I put sewing tracks everywhere, including those shelves, and I just wave at the camera and do magic tricks. Bob does it. He says, just to let them have some entertainment. Watch the TV show Art 2. All that stuff is now happening for real. Polluted air, and then they gotta go through the land to try to get it unpolluted, and fix people going crazy and try to get them medicine and all that stuff. People going wild and everybody going back into the wagon and horse days, and when they see someone flying with a jetpack or outer space rover and all that stuff, it's all new to them. And one of the characters that you might know on Lost in Space, that doctor guy that stowed away that caused him to go lost in space. Anyway, and in the cartoon version he played the voice of My Favorite Martian. But in the TV version it was the other guy with Bill Bixby that played the Incredible Hulk, David Banner. Lou Ferrigno played the Hulk, and then Bill Bixby played the person slowly turning into the Hulk, Dr. David Banner. And then he's also on NBC's Blake the Magician. And they were talking about they wanted Copperfield to take over that TV show, bring it back, and he'd do just the same thing as Bill Bixby. Use illusions to catch the bad guys or get away from the bad guys and catch them later, and show how illusions are done to show how they caught the bad guys. And now we're getting something like that. Now You See Me movies. At first I didn't know that's what they were doing. I said, "See, Tommy, that rabbit box, there's a mirror at the 45 angle. And then I mentioned other things and other things. And then I noticed each time they'd show how it was done. I said, hey, I see a trend here. And see, someone has got a stick throwing it. See, they probably weren't there all that time. I bet they walked all around the park while I'm looking for them. Very funny. They couldn't have stayed there that long. If they did, then they got more willpower. Because I sit on the benches to take a break. Pop-up video. Oh great, I get sticky stickers. There's a lot of pine trees everywhere. Pine cones rather. This is roast fillet. She Ryan, Raymond, Raylene, Fillet. Anyway, Rose, she took glitter and put it on the pine cone wood. She put almost glue on it, on the pine cone, and then put glitter on it, and then it would dry, and then you got a nice fancy pine cone to hang in on the Christmas tree. It's good that Neil Diamond got to see what Christmas is all about. And he made a Christmas album, and other times he made Christmas albums starting out with other groups singing it to get started, to get noticed. And the lady that also became famous that sang a duet song, Barbra Streisand, yeah, they both went to school together. They sang that song, You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore. No, see, they were just here. See how fast they moved? They could have went all the way around. When the church bell, when we were leaving, I couldn't find my camera, and by the time I found my camera, I had to talk about it. We were waving at Pastor Mike Asher and the rest of them, Ken Hendrick and some others. They're waving back because they're about to finish their golf game, and they were waving, hey, hi. And Bob would honk the horn to say, hi back. And we waved. And I'm thinking, I wish I had my camera. I said, well, I'll talk about it. Talk about it, talk about it. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, 1970s, 1980s disco days. Plaza Roller Rink. I posted all about that. Cheryl and Stacy and me every Saturday morning went early for learn how to roller skate lessons. But we waited for the lady and a guy couple do their routine like they're doing ice skating, but only with roller skates. As soon as they got done, then we got on the rink, and while that was going on, my mom was relaxing, and my dad was talking to the chef there, one chef to another. And then later on we went there with the teens out. And then later on we went with, you know, Mark Taylor and all that. Then when I was still in the teen room, and they said we were going to go to ice skating. I said, Mrs. Taylor, I don't know how to ice skate. You know how to roller skate? Yeah? Well, you can ice skate. Well, you know what? She was right. Next thing you know, I'm ice skating with no problem. It was cold out on the rink, but she's right. If you can roller skate, you can ice skate. It's the same thing. Patty Taylor knows her stuff. Alright. She has a twin sister. Rusty Giller's got a twin brother. Mr. Lowry's, I think, if I remember right, he's got a twin brother. Oh, someone did something like graffiti. Where'd he go? Right there. Golf course. I don't know where they went. They disappeared again. I know. I mean, if they are staying in those woods that long, that's really hard to believe. They must have walked the whole park while I'm trying to look for them. Because, I mean, to stay on their knees that long, that's a good trick in itself. Seems like they were going to take a break and be on a bench. But I don't see them on a bench. But I'm always on a bench. Because I got to take a break. You deserve a break today at McDonald's. We did all for you. Been hanging around Bob Schofield. If you say a food or airplane, he'll turn it into food. Or the food will turn into an airplane. Well, I don't know where they're at, but you see how fast they can move. Because now I went in the direction they went, and, it's not, and Tommy's not even in the vicinity. And you saw him on camera. So you see how fast he can run like a cheetah. And Banshee follows suit. He can keep up with him. Like Matt Gallagher, when he was young, he had to have 2 ice creams, one with a cone and regular, and he was walking just to keep up with Tommy to go to each ride. And then he let me have the one that wasn't the cone, because at the time I couldn't eat solid food, so he was being respectful and let me eat the kind that didn't have the cone in it. And luckily I saw when he put the napkin in the trash can, the $10 or $20, whatever it's one, they wondered where it went. I said it went in the trash can, and at the time he didn't know. He said, I didn't put it in there. And I said, yeah, you did. I saw it. When you put the napkin in, your mind wasn't paying attention, Matt. It went in the trash can. So I went in and got it. And the parents are glad that I noticed, Mr. and Mrs. Gelling, glad I noticed where it went. I said, Jesus had a hand in that. I just happened to be looking at the right moment. And God's in control of everything. Oh, I see a squirrel over there. Banshee should come out of his hiding spot, because he should say, whenever he sees a squirrel, he said, there's a squirrel. And if I hear him, I'm going to say, ah, gigs up. Told me we drive down the road, and Ben said, there's a squirrel. And I go, where? Over there. Sometimes I'll see the squirrel, and sometimes I don't. I said, man, he must be spitting Gonzalez. You got eagle eyes. I didn't see him. See, they could be over in that wood. Anywhere in that wood, they could be anywhere. They could be behind the bushes over by the graveyard. They could be over there. Sometimes they are way over there. I'm mapping this whole thing out. It's like across the street, Robbie's and his grandfather. Those pine trees are no more, and the house and the garage is no more, but I got it on camera. And the street view, unless it's changed, it shows the pine trees there. So if you want to get it while you can that way. But they might have updated it, I don't know. But every time I look, they usually hadn't updated. They still make it like there's pine trees still there. And Robbie and the grandpa, the garage there, and the house is still there. But if you go there, they'll say, well, where's the pine trees? Where's the house? If they hadn't updated it, they need to. The workers did a good job doing it with the steamroller and the tractors and everything. And it's supposed to be a 5 or 6 story building across our street. Once, and we'll see how I get built. Karen, when I told about the high-op thing, she says, well, she heard it won't go be built. But I said, well, there's a thing right on the gate where it got burned down, but it says reopened in the fall of 2019. And we're thinking it might be a typo, it might be fall of 2020. And Mr. Troy said, well, Chick-fil-A didn't take long to get built. If they start early enough, they can get it done by sometime in October. And he said that around close to August. Now it's September. We never know. It's like out of the blue, they started working across the street and started getting things done. But it took a whole year for them to start doing more stuff. Because once they tore everything down, it took a whole year for everything the landfill to settle and everything. They had all the dump trucks and all that. Well, someone's playing tennis for a change. Yep, they're practicing tennis. That's not Tommy's car, is it? No, that can't be Tommy's car. Tommy's car is right behind that bush. I got 63 minutes on the battery. 2 hours and 42 minutes on SD card. They probably had bottled water by now. Me, I haven't drunk any bottled water even though we brought it. If I get hot enough, then I'll probably drink bottled water. I'm not that thirsty yet. The sun wasn't all that hot out, luckily. God had a hand in that too, he was in control. I should have recorded that low-flying jet. It was a different make of jet than the other jet, and it was even lower. But I decided, nah, I'll wait. Let Tommy and them play hide and go seek, and I can maybe catch them on camera. Or if they know, because if they knew I had the camera, then they would try their best not to be shown. But I think they know the camera's there now. But if that same jet would go by at that same level height, then I could zoom in on it. See the license plate. Because it was red and white. It wasn't, the jets that I zoomed up on, those were those jets and they were all the same make. This one was a different one. I should have recorded it and you could have known the difference. But then Tommy and Banshee would know when they go high they're going to be on camera. So they would try to be even more stealthier. But since they didn't know I had the camera, it made it easier for them if they made a show. Then I know where their location. I got it on camera. But now that I think they know the camera's there, they're trying their best not to show themselves until the camera is not recording. I know what they're doing. That's why Tommy went in an angle behind a tree and then threw a stick or something to get my attention. The thing is, where are you guys at? It's almost like I should have stayed on this side, because you guys got to come out this way anyway. But like I said, I used to be shy, and the big boys had listened to their record of Do the Locomotion of the lady singer. Do the locomotion, come on baby, do the locomotion. Anyway, the big boys picked me up and said, we're going to throw you over the fence over by the bowl. And I screamed and saying no, and they said, well, you know, you can talk. And they put me down and said, we just did that because you never talked every time you came out to play. We noticed you seemed to be listening to this record of the song Locomotion. I said, yeah, it's a nice song. I don't know where you guys are at, but you guys are hiding good. If they're going over that way, if Tommy and Banshee think that's me, then they'll come out this way, and they'll say, wait a minute, he's over here. Then who's those people? The gang's up. But sometimes mainly Tommy and Banshee come out that way. They like to come out that way mainly. And sometimes, like yesterday, they came out that way. Well, I don't know where everybody's at, but anyway. There's the sun right there. Complete circle. Okay, where's the sun at? Oh, the sun's there. Just gotta find it again. I know it's there. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Clouds covered it. Wind. Ripples in the water. The guy that plays Opie can still skim a rock in the water. That's neat. My dad hit a golf ball and it went across the water over wherever you skimming it, go over by where you get ready to hit it into the, where you go to hit it to land on the golf thing, then you have to putt it. Let me know. You don't have to have a flat rock or a flat surface. You can have a round object and still make it skim across the water with the right enough force on it. Where is Tommy and them? They just walked out the door. See your perspective view. Isolation of interest. Perspective view. I know they're around here somewhere, but where? They like to hide real good. That looks like a flagpole there. The other day I saw a flag over by that way, and it was on the ground and it was shredded, probably due to the wind. It was an American flag, medium size. I don't think they could hide underneath that bridge. See, the car is right there. I don't think they'd be right there. I don't get it. Where are they at, man? This is crazy. As Ricky Schroeder would say when he was younger, that's crazy. On the NBC World, Doug Henny's World of Magic with Marie Osmond, Christian lady, actor, singer, comedian. On the Magic ABC, she was on there too, including the great Osmundo is Christian Lewis, actor, singer, comedian, Mass Peacock, Donny Osmond. He was in the Genie magazine along with his sister, Marie, in the Genie magazine. Christian Lewis, KTM motocross biker, Bob Schofield, had tons of Genie magazines and some Magic magazines. And on the front cover and inside, it had Donny Osmond, the great Osmundos, the Magic of ABC, starring David Copperfield. And when they had the Marie and Donny Osmond variety hour, he did magic tricks on there too. He even did a zigzag illusion with his sister, Robin Herman's zigzag illusion. You guys could be hiding anywhere. Where are you guys at? Tommy, Bobby, where are you at? Come on. You guys, if you guys are hiding, you're good at hiding in the bushes. And I can't even see myself in here because it's so... I guess I'm oh, there I am right there. It's good that Tommy's nephew got saved. He asked Jesus in his heart. Mr. Mark Taylor led him to Jesus, and then he was able to eat the Lord's Supper. And Tommy said when he took the little bread thing and the fruit juice, he went, yuck, where's the sugar? I was telling my doctor, Miss Francis, that, and she said, he's very outspoken. I go, yeah, I know. He says it like it is. And so she was saying, you've got to learn, you don't have, for the Lord's Supper, you don't have any sugar in it. As you know, Miss Francis is a Christian too. She goes to church. And Dr. Kevlin, my eye doctor too. I'm glad I was able to help Dr. Kevline and his son Aiden out on every aspect of illusion, idea, concepts, and his whole family. And we would help the missionaries out, and now the internet on Facebook can help out that way. And I'm glad Jesus provided a new PC personal computer laptop that has a faster memory, 1 terabyte. Corey Hoover and Chuck Shoemaker said that's the one step up from a gigabyte, 1 terabyte. And after a terabyte, I don't know what's after that. Knowledge is going to increase. Cloaking aircraft. 2 proto beams were, luckily they were video recorded at Color Stone, saw 2 proto beams transport from point A to point B. There you got your Star Trek beam me up Scotty idea. Oh, well, you know, he's going fishing. Or he's checking the water. Maybe he's checking the water levels. Or make sure the fish are okay. Oh, it's 44 minutes of battery and 2 hours and 27 minutes on SD card. I don't know where they're at, but they're good at hiding. They would have came out hours ago. But since I got the camera on, they want to wait till the last minute. I thought I heard Banshee voice right there. Yeah. Yeah. You guys. Okay. They've been in the woods all that time? That's really hard to believe. I mean, I've been in the woods too, but I'm looking for them. But if they gave the illusion they've been in the woods all this time, and that's their trick. The reason I can't find them because they disappear and then reappear and roam around. And see, they're driving off. Very funny, Tommy. Why are you driving off? Oh, here we go. Another jet. If I can get it on camera. Where's it at? Too high up to get. I probably got it, but it was... And see, all they'd have to do is duck down in there with the AC on. And if they walked this whole area and watched and went to the decks and they overrun tried it before.